The next item is item 1 and 2, 12297 Northwest 7th Ave LLC. Karen Jean Lewis is the officer. The first case is CEPPK 2018-00018.
Good evening, sir. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Good evening. Jason Velez, representing the check cashing store. District manager.
Okay.
Good evening, Co-Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. The property was cited on July 31st for the unmaintained sign, which is CE SUM 2018-00007. I made contact with Cesar Sanchez, who had requested a extension to repair the sign by Friday, August 31st, and the sign still hasn't been repaired. I did speak to the gentleman to my left. He advised that they made contact with a contractor who was supposed to come repair it, but then the contractor had a delay and it wasn't repaired within a time frame that he expected it to be repaired.
Correct. We have the work order here with the invoice and everything. Before I came here today, I called them again and followed up with them, and they stated that they will be there tomorrow morning at 9:30 finally to do the repairs. So we did put in the order. They're taking a longer time than we expected, and hence why we're here. So, but I do have the invoice, the work order, and everything here.
Okay. Um, Let me see the photograph. Okay. All right, I'll do an adjudication, 30 days. 150.
That was case number 2, item number 2 on the agenda, so we'll go to item number 1 because it's the same property, CEPPK 2018-00018.
What's going on there?
That violation was cited on the same day of July 31st, 2018, in reference to the parking lot that needs to be resurfaced with the blacktop sealant and paved, and also to repair the cracks and holes within the parking lot. I made contact with the property manager because he's actually the one responsible for the parking lot, who owns a business next door, and as of November 14, when the notice to appear was posted, nothing was done.
Photos.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, how long do you guys need to get this work done?
Yeah, that part of it is, like she said, is the responsibility of the landlord. They work there today working on the parking stop. So I don't know how you call those things, but the parking thing where the cars stop. They did paint them, and I don't know if you want to see them. They did do some work on it today. I just don't know if that's what you wanted, but they did do some painting.
Speak into the mic, otherwise you're not being taped.
So I'm not. I don't know if that's part goes to us or it goes to the landlord directly. Those violations, since we rent the property.
Well, the, whatever ruling I make, it goes with the property, so it would go with the, to the owners. Unless it's in your contract, I don't know who's responsible for
It's in the
paving and,
contract that they're responsible for it. But we'll
okay.
follow up with them and tell them what they need to do.
All right, so this one is for paving and restripes and et cetera. Okay. All right, adjudication. I'll do 60 days. And this one is 500. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
to
Good
you.
evening.
The next item is item 13, Anna Castro. Ernest Baptiste is the officer in the case number CEJ&K 2018-00157.
Good evening. Please state your full name and
evening.
relationship to the
My
property.
name is Ana Castro.
All right.
Ernst Baptist, sitting up Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case that was opened for a junk on property. Case was opened back in July 25th, 2018. Certified mail was sent out. Property was posted on November 15, 2018. And I have pictures showing stuff laying around.
All right. Do you understand the violation?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, my name is Eric. I'm her son.
Mm-hmm.
I went by her property today and took some pictures, actually today to see if everything is how is will be better than when he took the pictures. I don't know that they look old.
Okay. You have some new photographs?
Yes, I do.
Has she taken some of the stuff out?
Yes, this picture we're taking today.
Okay.
take a
Let's
look.
see. Show them to the officer.
This is a black and white picture, and did you remove? There was a toilet that was.
That was really old.
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, that toilet and all that's really old. That's like maybe a month ago old.
Let me
I
see.
took pictures of the
When
front
was
and the
these?
back of the house.
Okay. These pictures were taken in November.
Yeah,
You were there this week?
this week, and there was a toilet on the north side of the property, and there's like 4 pieces of glass leaning against the fence
Careful. Your arm is rubbing against the
on the
mic.
north side of the property.
Yeah, those glasses are still there. There are doors for a bathroom that we're planning to do. So I mean I don't want to throw them away. I bought them off her up, and I don't want to throw them away.
Not throw them away. Don't you have another location to put them to basically remove them from the public eye and store them somewhere where no one will see?
Well, they're kind of in there already in the back. So I mean I don't know where else to put them. I mean
Okay, I don't see them from this picture, so I can't, I don't know.
I have the pictures are right there.
Oh, I do see the toilet. I do see the toilet.
The
The
pictures I took.
toilet is in one of the photographs here.
Yeah, the toilet have been removed already. I took pictures of all around the whole house, front and back.
Okay, I will revisit it tomorrow. If it's been removed, then I'll close the case, but nothing can be exposed
Okay.
and stored on the outside.
Picture right there. You saw the pictures.
Yeah, those pictures, I mean, because it's black and white, it's hard to see anything in those pictures. And there's some picture that I'm looking at, and it look like still
I have
stuff.
the pictures on my phone too. If you want to take a look at them, they have color.
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, based on the photograph that he's submitted, I don't see any of the stuff from your photos, but I'll give you an opportunity to go back and inspect.
Okay, I'll pass back tomorrow.
All right, table 30 days. So the officer's gonna go by the property to see, to inspect, and, you know, if you are in, compliance, then he will dismiss the case,
That's
and you
fine.
don't have to come back,
That's fine.
okay? All right, guys, have a good evening.
All right, thanks.
The next items on the agenda are 30 and 31 for Cynthia Lucian. Jose Perez is the officer. The first case is CENUS 2018-00616, item number 30.
Were you guys present? Were you sworn in?
No, we came in, we were stuck in traffic, we came in late.
Okay, I would have remembered the pretty flower.
Which one's the key? Pilar. 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 Which one's the first one?
Yes.
Did you state your name for the record?
Edward Wakesness, co-owner with my wife Cynthia at 12880 Griffin Boulevard.
All right, thank you.
City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer Perez. Today we're hearing the case for 12880 Griffin Boulevard, reference nuisances. The violation is reference to overgrown bamboo that is exceeding out of their property over onto the neighbor's property. This has been an ongoing dispute between neighbors for several years now.
Years now. yeah.
Years.
So we brought it to magistrate for resolution to see what the magistrate deems fair as a resolution. We have photographs here.
Let me understand this. So there's an ongoing dispute between the two adjacent properties?
In reference to the maintenance of the bamboo.
We've had.
What
issues-
side of this?
that
are
that
you
yellow
in?
house is the next door neighbor. So we're on the other side of that fence.
So the bamboo is,
It's in
in-
our yard. It's
and
our-
in
it's
your-
bamboo that
your
we
yard.
planted.
okay, and
And
so,
we've explained to him many times, anything that extends over the fence line, because bamboo grows up and it does go out as well. We've told him many times that anything that crosses the fence line, you absolutely can cut. He at one point about 2 years ago, and then again last year, and Officer Baptiste actually came out. He went in, and I've got photos on my phone, and a foot into our yard reached in, cut, hacked, bent over, and killed off half of our bamboo. Left a huge pile on the side of the house. The Officer Baptiste had to come out for a couple of times. I told him again, look, if it's over the fence line, you can cut it, but you can't reach into our yard and cut down things that are growing 1 or 2 feet inside of our fence line.
Additionally, we actually reached out to 3 different companies to pay to what was on his side, because we just really want to live in peace. But that means that they would have to be on his property. And that wasn't being agreed to. So we can't reach his side of the property because it's not on our side of the fence.
And the 2 or 3 of the companies actually said for them to work in his yard, he would have to hire them to work in his yard because what's over the fence line is his property and his would be on him to take care of. So they actually said, even if we do your work, we can't go and cut his side because that's in his yard.
Let me
We've
ask
we've since had, about a month ago, we did have a company come out and clear out a great deal of it, and the arborist that came out actually said from his professional opinion, he thinks the bamboo along the fence line has been being poisoned.
it.
Because the bamboo along the fence line is completely thinned out and sparse. If you come 2 or 3 feet in from the fence line, everything is healthy and vigorous and growing well.
So he ruined
So you're saying that
$5,000
they
worth
cannot-
of bamboo.
They can, huh?
He has now ruined $5,000 worth of bamboo, because once you hack it down, it never grows
doesn't grow
back
after
up.
that.
And he reached more than a foot.
Yeah.
He reached about 2 feet in and sawed off only a little bit taller than me, and I'm 5 feet tall. So it's now gone. It's destroyed. We've actually considered whether we're going to sue him over it, which I know is a civil matter, but
So you're saying you're not able to clean it up from your end of
we
the?
can't
We've-
go
we've
on.
done our
We've
side.
done our
I've got
side.
photos of
Right.
the most recent. I would go through every couple months and squeeze between the fence and our bamboo and clip whatever was pushing through.
We even went so far as to try to just keep this as cordial as possible. We put up that green screening, like on our side of the fence, that would keep it from going over. But it still means, like, when it grows up and then when it gets really high, it weeps over. He would have to cut it on his side, or we have to be able to allow to be on his property.
All right, I'm going to inquire from the city attorney here and tell me how I have jurisdiction, or how is this within my purview, that two,
So, the civil matter, the dispute between the neighbors is not within the jurisdiction of the court. However, the landscaping violation, which is under section 5-23 of the city's code, is within our jurisdiction. And section 1, mandates that landscaping shall be maintained by the property owner to prevent property damage and public safety hazards, including removal of disease, dying or dead plant removal, removal of branches hanging low over adjoining streets or sidewalks, and trimming or removal of plant material extending beyond the property line, and obstructing sidewalks, parking lots, street lighting, street signs, or traffic signals. So basically, what the code requires is for the property owner to maintain their landscaping in such a way that it would not extend
to
past the property line.
All right.
We have to
do you
be on
guys-
his property in order to do so. We can't do that from our side of the property. The bamboo is, I don't know how many feet deep it is, but it's,
It varied. Now that it's so thinned out, like I said, the arborist thinks that it may have been poisoned. That area now, you can get right to the fence, but in other areas, it's 6, 8, 10 feet deep on our side of the fence. And I would have to go into his yard, which, as you can imagine, the two of us now don't get along very well.
and we live in a stand your ground state, so, and we did. We actually, like said, like, the only way that we're gonna be able to do this is if you allow us on your property. So my husband did, as I sat there and paced in the house, wondering like what the guy was gonna do. He's not very reasonable. I don't really know what to do at this point. It's kind of a moot point, because we finally, since he did so much damage to it, we just like had somebody come out and literally hacked it down as short as was humanly possible. So now, it doesn't even do the job that we wanted it to do, which was to give us privacy, because he's poisoned it and he's hacked it within 2 feet of our property. So now, I'm not sure how tall it is now, but it's pretty short.
Even, there's a series of about 30 photos of the bamboo. So that shows you how far he's reached in and hacked. There's some cases just bent and left everything in there bent down dry.
Okay, I see the bent bamboos.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It actually took up the entire space between both of our houses. That will never grow back, it's done.
A year ago, it was one continuous, just lush wall of green bamboo. now there's spaces where there's 6 or 8 foot spaces where there's nothing
There's
at all.
nothing.
I
Just
can
a
see
clear view
that.
of the fence with that. We've gone and put up that privacy screening now so that no branches can push through.
Mm-hmm.
And we've told him before, you know, as it grows, it doesn't stay perfectly straight. So if it leans, if it's over his fence line, he can cut it. But what he did was went in below the fence line and cut entire stalks down.
Okay. All right, but your citation is for all the overgrown
Correct.
bamboos that's extended over to the neighbor's yard as well.
Correct.
Okay, so,
Which we did just
Which
have.
doesn't even exist anymore.
okay, does not?
Sunshine State
When was
came
this
out
taken?
about 4 weeks ago and clear
Okay.
cut everything
We spent
along the fence line.
$2,700 cleaning up this guy's disaster of a situation.
Okay, so these pictures are kind of old. They're
Yeah.
July 24th. So they're
Yeah.
saying that it's been done. So what I'm gonna do is table it so that you can have an opportunity to go back and see.
Okay.
And see whether or not they
definitely.
are in compliance.
Okay.
Okay?
So now, is there any advice going forward? Because, I mean, we've explained it to the officer who's been cooperative with us. Our next door neighbor basically now is
He's just gonna keep calling.
using code
He's
as a
using
weapon
code as
to
a weapon to
constantly
completely
complain about
harass us. I'm afraid to even go out into my backyard because he comes out screaming at me.
I'm
And,
sorry
and
to hear that.
chases me down my driveway when I leave to go to work screaming at me, and other code compliance officers have witnessed it.
and avoids me like the plague.
It's
Waits for
really
me to leave
bad.
to work
Over
to
leaves.
speak to my 5-foot-tall wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give you guys advice on what to do.
But I mean, if he comes out in the next day or two and sees that it's clear cut and the fence line is clean on that side,
He's still gonna
continue
call.
to call about that. He's tried calling about our dogs. We've had to go and get all the paperwork and show the registration paperwork to the city. He tried claiming, I think, that we have a dozen animals living in our house, which we don't. We have the registration, showed it to the animal officer who came out, who said, yeah, you guys are fine, everything's good. He's continued to call and call.
This happened literally 3 weeks after we moved into the house. We put a fence up, and I guess all the neighbors didn't have a fence. And he came out, we had just moved in there, and was completely yelling that we ruined the water view. And that was it. From there on out, it was like,
And it's
anytime we
4
blinked,
foot
that
or
was
5
it.
foot green chain link fence, so it kind of blends into the grass. You didn't even see the fence, but he was used to coming out and seeing 5 yards of wide open space. And
Well, I understand.
time to move.
Well, I wish you guys, okay, there's another case, actually.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the second case is a reference to storm shutters. Oh, not a storm shutter. Sorry, a piece of plywood that's placed on the side by the garage. I previously spoke with Mr. Edward, and he advised that he is waiting on the window to ship out. Correct?
yeah, the house was built in '49, so they're all custom sized windows, and they're the windows that swing out like a door almost, which isn't a standard hurricane window. So we're having trouble getting those made in any
And they have to
reasonable
come
amount
out
of
and
time.
install it.
So
We found
we still have the
somebody,
two
but we
windows there that
just
do have
found
the
them.
plywood covering those 2 windows.
It's in the back corner. They
Yeah.
got blown out
And
during the
like I
hurricane.
explained to him, I gave him the maximum time that I allowed to, the 30 days, and that's why I forwarded to the magistrate, so you give them the ample time they need for them to replace the window.
Okay.
That window in question, it's a garage window, so I can take the plywood off and just hope, the rainy season's over with, so we shouldn't have too much issue with water.
They're gonna come out anyhow. I already talked to them.
Okay, so you want to give him 30 days, and then you go by and
Up to
see
you.
if it's in compliance? Okay, I'll table it 30 days. Good luck, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To you both. All right.
And those are all the items on the agenda.
I have a young lady sitting here. Oh, okay. Come here. How are you? What's your name? Okay. All right, you were just observing?
Right, I had a case, but it went into compliance.
Okay.
I've never been to none of the hearings, so
Uh-huh.
I consider it.
And what is your takeaway? What do you think?
Fair. But speaking on each case, you were fair,
Right. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Love the hair, Sister Locked. Bye. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are free to go. Thank you. Happy holidays. I'm not going to see you guys for the rest of the month. Thank you. See you next year. All right, let's take a 5, 10. Yeah, let's take a 10 minutes recess, guys. I'm tired.